Miami, November. Not Miami in November. Hey, what's up? I'm just warming up a little bit. I didn't even think anybody would be on that quick. Miami, November. Not Miami in November. Hey, what's up? Tobacco smoke. Definitely ancestors are coming through for this message. Today is December the 18th, and we're doing this message a day before the new moon in Sagittarius, which is going to be at 28 degrees of Sagittarius at the end of the month, because we have this reversal going on for this period with the new moon and the full moon. But this is a powerful new moon at late degree Sag, which is conjunct the galactic center. Sun in Sag, new moon in Sag. So it's a powerful ending, new beginning, higher frequencies, completions. It's a lot going on right before the winter solstice. So I've been doing a lot of inner work, and I didn't think I was going to do another reading before the new calendar year. I've been taking time to connect on a deeper level with my higher self. And I hope that you guys have been doing that too. But yeah, just waiting for some more people to come in here. I'm just gonna get started on this message. This is gonna be a intuitive message connected to the new moon in Sag and what that energy is bringing for us all. This message is for anyone. I like to read for Sagittarius placements, and of course I'm reading for everyone when I read for Sagittarius placements, because we all have Sagittarius in our chart somewhere. But I would like to think of this as, I'm always saying galactic center roll call, but this is literally galactic center roll call. We're approaching the end of a 9-year, the end of the year of the snake. We're moving into a 10-year. We're moving into a reset. We're moving into a space and time where things will never be the same. If we talk about Aquarian, the Aquarian age, like we're fully in it now. It's been a gradual thing, really, over a decade now. A lot of people talk about 2020. Oh, that's the beginning of the age of Aquarius, but no, it's been very gradual, and we're in it. And the outer planets are no longer in water and earth, which is like a slower moving energy. Those outer planets are moving into air, and fire. So get ready. I think I mentioned it in my collective post about Neptune, which is really key. Neptune's 14-year journey through Pisces has been like a very long lucid dream, and we're all waking up from it. I think in my last reading I talked about how naturally Neptune energy at its highest level is spirituality and healing and higher level of consciousness, creation. With Saturn and Neptune both giving us a preview, going into Aries and then going back into Pisces, a lot of us have felt like this divine discontent or kind of tapped out creatively, or just kind of straddling the world, the realms in a way. But as Neptune completes its last retrograde and has completed its last retrograde back into Pisces, we're getting ready for that full-on reset, that full-on surge of fire, okay, where we are actually really taking off on another level. Does it fall? What house? What degrees? Okay. I'm a 28 degree Sagittarius sun. Okay, literally. And the new moon is at 28 degrees of Sag. So that's a good example of how you can look at how this new moon is going to affect you. Miami in November 11/28 Sag. All right. Yeah, you're a November Sag. Those early degrees of Sag with the Plutonian and the Mars Scorpio energy intertwined with that for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, it's a new calendar year. The actual new astrological year doesn't start until March, but there's a lot of energy that connects with the calendar year. So it is a reset. It is a lot of energy around the end of the calendar year. I will say the end of the calendar year is connected to the winter solstice. So that energy is very powerful. And my birthday is tomorrow. My solar return is tomorrow. And, you know, I'm born one day before the winter solstice. I wonder if we have any other Sagittarius suns who solar return is around this new moon and at late degrees. You know, I feel like if you are a Sagittarius sun who is around 27 to 29 degrees of Sag, you've probably been feeling this kind of galactic energy. Depending on what house it is for you, you've been feeling this energy for a while, probably several years of something powerful about to take place for you. Say, for instance, if it's in your first or second house, you may be feeling this this change in yourself, right? First house is yourself. Second house is, you know, like Taurian energy. So around your stability, around your values, all of these things shifting and kind of sitting you down. And you've been back and forth and trying to figure things out. So obviously if it's, you know, if you have Sagittarius 27 to 29 degrees in your 12th house, then you've been probably having a lot of hidden things coming to the forefront, a lot of deep aspects of yourself that you've been in the shadows dealing with, you know, things like that. Intuitive Tewe, Sag rising, beautiful. You know, I personally feel like the rising sign is, it's just soul energy. So at a soul level, you're Sag. Okay. It's part of your life. Your North Node is that energy of Sag. It's just, it's It's your soul. Justin and a Libra with Capricorn. A Capricorn ghosted you. It's been a week and it hurts. Oh, yeah. I mean, we can't control what other people do. We can't control how other people show up in our world, you know. But we can control ourselves. But it doesn't diminish how you feel about it. But you gotta do the work on you, and you gotta understand why you're attracting. Thank you, Miami in November. Intuitive Tayway is a Leo sun. People always ask if you're a Sag. I'm not surprised by that. That's your sister sign. You know, we love our Leos. Um, they're gonna shine regardless. Okay, and if you're a Leo with Sag rising, you know, a lot of things just kind of fall into place for you. You know, a Leo with the Sagittarius rising. I mean, you light up the room. You're oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you for the solar return wishes, and I appreciate that. I'm wishing everybody a really beautiful winter solstice, and that, you know, my only hope for everybody is that, you know, kind of like the true meaning of like of Noah and the ark. It's really about being prepared, being prepared for this time and space, you know, being prepared, because when you're in the midst of a storm, it's hard to prepare, right? But when the sun is shining, or when you're at in your season, when you're on top of the wheel, that's when you need to be preparing, right? Your heart, um preparing your heart to come up toe to toe with your mind. You know, our mind is very powerful. So going within, go ahead and uh, get started. Um, okay, all right. So, star card. your North Node, right? Somebody here has their North Node in Sagittarius, since this is a reading about the energy that is coming through for the new moon in Sagittarius, okay? Somebody has a North Node in Sagittarius, but the star card coming out right off the jump is speaking about recognition, peace, serenity, reaching the peak of something. This is Aquarius energy. So I started this message, this live message, talking about, you know, what a time to be alive. And this is the we're in it. This is the Aquarian age. This is that time where we're supposed to be prepared. We're supposed to be ready. You know, when you see the one with the picture of water, you go inside into the upper room and wait for the sun. That's how the sun will recognize you, right? So now more than ever, they're saying with this new moon in Sag, you have to be prepared. You have to be doing your meditating. You have to be going within. Now, again, that's personal between you and your higher self. You know, one thing I've learned is that trying to do it a certain way, or it's too much thought. The whole point of meditation is to separate yourself from your thoughts, right? So whatever you can do when you're in a dark place to help you disconnect from thought and to be naked, you know, before your higher self, to have no noise from your thoughts and just to be in the moment, even if it's for 20 seconds, to remember who you are and why you came, period. That's what you need to be doing. And the more you do it, even if it's just a few seconds, you're preparing your arc. You're preparing your arc, okay? For when things get rough, the seas get rough, you're preparing your arc and you're gonna be ready, okay? But with the star card, it just popped right out in the upright position. This is, you know, you're being seen from higher galactic frequency beings. You're being seen by people and places in your life. Whether this is in the 3D, you're about to get some sort of recognition. You are born to shine. This is your time, okay? Lights, camera, action. After this card came out, these two came out. So there's an ending. There is a very powerful ending that's taking place right now, okay? A very powerful ending that's taking place here. Gemini energy, Pisces energy. This could also represent the end of being completely emotionally invested in someone else's dream that's not serving you. Eight of Cups represents moving forward, walking away, letting something go, not being emotionally fulfilled in some way. But this is also a releasing, an emotional release, okay? There could be a very powerful emotional release, okay, during this time. But there is an ending. This could be the ending of some sort of stress or a mental confusion. The end of an illusion, right? I was saying how Neptune and Pisces, Neptune's been in Pisces for like 14 years. We're about to embark when Neptune finally moves into Aries and Saturn moves into Aries. Well, especially Neptune, because it's going to be there for a really long time. It's not going back into Pisces anymore. We're waking up from this 14-year lucid dream where there's been almost this battle with where you're supposed to be spiritually. There's been a tussle back and forth in terms of delusion, illusion, a lot of interference psychically, dark magic. Yeah, gotta bring it up because it's real. Okay, but I feel like it's an end to that. It's an end to this dream, especially the parts of the dreams that have been cloudy. This card came out as well. Now this card has been coming out a lot. Something about pets, okay? Animals, cat, dog, seeing different animals that you're connected to, spirit animals. I feel like there's something here that connects with the Sphinx as well, because if you look at the sun in the background, it looks like a pyramid. Okay?
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Something went wrong, and you're getting to try again. Something about reincarnation, maybe. I'm gonna spin this card around a little, and then I'm gonna pick a spot, and it's going to let me know a planet or something that's significant here. It landed on Cancer. It landed on Cancer. So there's something that's significant with Cancer energy or a Cancer coming through. Someone could have had a pet that was, incarnated into this realm under the constellation of Cancer. There's some connection with a Cancer that revolves around a pet that can connect you to this message that's coming through here. Okay, so those are the energies that came through the star card and this ending energy. Moving on, walking away. Again, one thing is ending and something else is beginning. Okay, some major recognition here that I'm seeing. We have a super chat for $20. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna say gay because I'm thinking happy. I can't pronounce the whole name, but I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to you. Thank you for your... you want to know if you'll get a good score in your next exam in January. When I'm done this message and I pull a few cards here for this reading, I will definitely answer your question. I will look into that for you, for sure. Okay, so let's get into this message. Well, you know what? We're just gonna kind of see what happens. I'm not going to be on here long today. I really wish I could be. But we are going to get some important messages today. If you're coming on late, definitely when the live is over, go back to the beginning. I did do a little bit of talking about some of the like astrological stuff that's going on, some of the intuitive things I feel that are taking place with this energy. And again, happy to return to all of my Sagittarius placements out there, Sagittarius suns. I love all of my Sagittarius placements. I love all of you. You know, whether you have a sun in Sag, all of you have Sag in your chart somewhere, okay? I happen to have the sun in Sag and Venus in Sag. And another planet in Sag. So I have 3 planets in Sag, a stellium there, and I'm a Scorpio rising with a Taurus moon. Okay, so I feel like we need to get, well, okay, let me answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question right now, Gaither, I think that's your name, but I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question now. Your moon is in Taurus. Lorraine? Yeah. The moon is exalted in Taurus. Okay, the moon loves to be in Taurus. It's exalted there. Venus and the moon have a really great relationship. If you're a Taurus moon, like I always say, your sun sign is your conscious energy, like it's your projector, okay? So it's very important, of course, but I feel like your rising, if you have a rising in Sag, depending on your other placements, you might be more Sag than a Sag sun, depending on your other placements, because your soul is going to come through regardless, okay? But your sun in Sag is very important as well. Your moon is the energy it's your emotional energy. Your emotions color everything a lot of things that you do if you're not in control of your emotions. Once you start raising your vibration and your level of consciousness, you learn to have control over your emotions to a certain degree. But emotions are, while we're on this realm, we're going to feel them. So your moon energy is just what your creature comforts, like what you desire, what you need to feel safe, how you're feeling, experiencing when no one's around. It's just what you feel, you need to feel safe. It's your moon energy. So if you're a Taurus moon, then some of those Taurus themes, because Taurus is all of our 5 senses. Taurus is the energy that rules the 2nd house. So residual income, material possessions, things like that. If you're a Taurus moon, you probably definitely, value stability, loyalty, things that make you feel comforted, like food. It's not just a stereotypical thing. It's a real thing. And yeah. So your moon sign is definitely going to be those things that you need to feel safe. I happen to also have Chiron in Taurus as well. So that's my wound this lifetime as well. So that's another whole story. All right, so let's answer her question. She wanted to know, is she going to pass? Is she going to do well on her exam? A good score for your exam. Let's see. What's going to be the best card for that? Is Gay going to do well on her exam? All-knowing source, divine spirit, archangels, guides, ancestors, ascended masters, far beyond above my higher self, my galactic team of the highest light and resonance, star races, star family. Allow me to be the clear channel. Show me clearly what I need to see for Gay, and allow me to tap into the energy and bring forth the most healing and most truthful messages. Show me clearly. I'm going to pull 3 cards from 3 different decks for you, Gay, okay? And give you the best insight into the situation. Will she score well on her exam in January? Oh, okay, that's the first card. Get 2 more cards there. And then we're going to pull from the tarot. Zay, he says it's cool to see you on here. Thank you for years of uploading, I think. I started watching you, my page, like...
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Siri, stop. Somebody could be experiencing something could went wrong, like today. Something could go wrong, and there's no wrong, but something could be shifting from the way you planned it, because Siri keeps saying that. Oh, you just turned 25 on December 4th. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. You know, we evolve. My channel has evolved. It's a little different from when I started. My journey has shifted since I started. When I first started, I was doing a lot of like twin flame readings, and but this journey is not for the weak-hearted, and it's all about evolution. So we're supposed to shift and change, and my channel, it's been heavily shadow banned, like, because, you know, I'm not like a typical reader. Like, I know that it's a lot, but it doesn't matter, because I do this, like, my intention for my channel was, even if I reach one person, as long as one person is gaining truth, as long as I can reflect, you know, someone else's, one person's truth back to them, as long as I can grow and evolve, and through that someone else can, that's my purpose is served, you know. So, but thank you for your comment, and I appreciate you for being here, because I am you, you know. I'm not separate. There's no separation at all. December 4th. Wow, that 4 energy. Fours can be squares, 4s can be stability. 25, a 7. I feel like this is a year for you to go through a major spiritual shift, okay? When I say major, it's just going to be something, it's going to be something quick is going to shift for you this year. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Gay, thank you so much for your super chat. We are in the middle of pulling cards for you, okay? I have not forgotten you. We have 3 different decks we're pulling from. We have cards pulled from the first 2 decks, and this is the final deck, and we're going to answer your question. I'm already feeling that when it comes to your exam in January, you're going to do great. You're going to do fine. There's something surrounding karma that connects with whatever you're testing for, okay? I don't know what you're testing for. I have no idea about the what you're testing for at all, but maybe that'll come out in your cards. But just looking at this one card, I don't, it could have something to do with traveling or physics or moving or something like that. But whatever this test is about, it's going to be the catalyst for very serendipitous things happening in your life, okay? There's something that's very fated around whatever you're testing for, or whatever the outcome will be, whether you pass or not. Whatever you're doing, it's part of your,
something went wrong.
it's part of
Please
your
try
destiny,
again.
it's part of your fate. Okay. Any other messages for gay? Okay. All right. So the first card that came out for you is this card here. All right. So when I see this card, I think that it's fated. It's part of your destiny. Okay. It came out in the upright position. So I feel like there's a lot of good karma around this testing that you're doing. Again, I'm still getting the energy of travel, movement, some sort of upgrade, but this is also a yes. Like, yes, you'll be successful. And I mean, what is success? Even if you don't get good grades on this test, honestly, that's part of your destiny. Maybe you have to take it again. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it wasn't meant for you. Maybe there's something else that you're supposed to be doing. But what I'm getting from this, based on your question, is that yes, you're going to do well on this test. Okay. We also got, on the bottom of the deck, you have strength. Okay. But we'll see exactly what that means. Okay. So I feel like you've been studying a lot. You've been overloaded. Okay. In terms of preparing for this testing, and you don't ever want to overload yourself, because that can be counterproductive. But you've been burning the midnight candles, working overtime. I feel like maybe you've been working and going to school, possibly, but you've been feeling overwhelmed, okay? And you don't want that. I feel like you have a lot on your plate right now. I feel like you are putting a lot of weight on your shoulder to do well in something, because you feel obligated, maybe to a company. You feel obligated to doing well so that you can get a promotion or something like that. Okay. You also have all right. So you have a lot of help. Okay. You have a lot of help. And I feel like it's spiritual help. Okay. You have a lot of spiritual help, or I feel like there's something that you're pulling on, okay, from the higher realms, an ancestor, somebody who's very well capable in whatever it is you're studying for. You've had divine help, okay, in this somehow. I'm also getting something here that connects with animals or counseling, accounting. Okay, your tarot card that you got is the Eight of Swords. Get out of your head, okay? You've been stressing. You've been stressing yourself out about this testing. You're overwhelmed because your parents have so much hope on you and they want you to be successful and to make them happy. So I do study hard. Sometimes you're tired. Yeah. I wonder if you have a pet. I wonder if you, when you're overworked, do you like get strength from a pet? Do you have like an emotional support pet or something like that? You may need that or something. But you've been working really, really hard, and it's about to pay off, okay? But your guidance is that you need to get out of your head and get out of your mind because you're being counterproductive, okay? You may pass this test or whatever, but you're still going to be bogged down. You know, you're not going to be free. Like passing the test may get you a job, may get you your parents' approval, but are you going to be happy? Are you going to be able to function properly? You know, you're going to be in this Eight of Swords even after you pass the test. So I feel like you don't have anything to worry about. Underneath of the Eight of Swords, you have the Strength card. So this is double eights, okay? I feel like you're very intelligent, okay? The eight energy is like the sun. It's like higher consciousness energy. So I feel like you're a very intuitive, very smart person. I feel like you may be putting in a lot of work for all the wrong reasons, okay? Like you could overwork yourself and trying to get a degree, and then for what? You need to take care of yourself. You need to go within. You need to, figure out what you want. You're making your parents happy is great, but what do you want? What is this Eight of Swords for gay? What's this Eight of Swords for gay? Bobby, who said that God tempts? Who said that God tempts you? And I guess that depends on what type of God do you serve, you know? What do you think of as God? But who said that God tempts? Okay. All right. What is this Eight of Swords for gay? Yeah, the Hangman. Gotcha. All right. All right. Do you mind telling me, gay, what your exam is about? What are you studying? What are you studying? I mentioned something about travel, movement, counseling, accounting. I feel like there's a calling on your life, gay, where it's like you need to let go, right? I said something in the beginning of this reading about now is the time for you to, it's the end of, you know, kind of working towards someone else's dream where you're not emotionally fulfilled, even if it's your parents, even if it's like, you know, that's a lofty and admirable, you know, way to be. Like, okay, my parents want me to do well, I want to be successful for them. What do you want to do for you? It's an end, right? Neptune has been in Pisces for 14 years. It's about to move forward and go direct in Aries. It's not going back into Pisces ever again this lifetime, ever again. Okay, so Aries, Neptune and Aries is a whole different frequency than Neptune and Pisces. Okay, Neptune and Aries is the first house. It's forcing you to understand, what do you want? What do you want to do? What makes you happy? How are you going to take the lead in your life? Okay, we're all waking up from that 14-year dream, and we're kind of forced to, like, a spark is being lit under us, a cosmic spark. And I feel like for you, with this hangman coming underneath to clarify the Eight of Swords, is that you're confused, you feel trapped, and there's something higher calling for you to sacrifice, to let go of something that's no longer serving you. It's calling you to no longer be a lamb, to be a lion, right? To no longer be a lamb, to be a lion. The Strength card was up under the bottom of the deck underneath of this Eight of Swords. So, you know, it's nice and sweet to be the lamb, you know, the baby of the sheep, to being led and doing the right thing. But sometimes we have to be the lion, and we have to disappoint other people because we're going to be on our path. All right. So I feel like there's a higher calling for you. Something very Piscean, creative, something spiritual even. Yeah. Now I completed your master's, okay, in English literature. Exam is about qualifying to become a professor, to teach. What did I say? I did say, okay, there's this, look, whether you do well in this exam or not, right now it's a catalyst, okay? Because what you're going to be teaching in, a professor in what? What do you want to teach? I feel like you're going to do well on your exam, but this is a catalyst for you because right now there's a higher calling on your life. So whether you want to teach at a college or whether you want to open up your own business and learn, as you know, teach mysteries of the universe, I don't know. I don't know if you're on a spiritual, well, you're here, so you're on a spiritual journey, but I'm not sure exactly what it is that your calling on your life is, but I'm seeing that it's a higher calling on your life here. And I did say something about teaching, counseling, okay, an alliance here. So you're going to do well. You're going to do well on your exam. It's fated, okay? Right now is a fated time for you. So whether it's choice, right? Your destiny is your choice, but you have an ultimate fate. You're going to get to that fate irregardless, okay? The great mother universe loves you so much, your higher self, because you are God. You're just here living a human experience, but your higher self You chose this contract to evolve. So there's a higher fate for you that you're going to reach no matter what at some point, whether this lifetime or another lifetime, right? You have choices, which is your destiny. And whether you choose left or right or whatever, you're still going to get to your fate. It just may be longer. But this is a very powerful choice point for you, gay. Okay. So you're going to do well on your exam. But I feel like you said you want to be a professor. I don't know if that's going to be like, do you want to teach like business or accounting or something that do with English? Oh yeah, English literature. Okay. Yeah, I see that. I see that. This is a powerful choice point for you in terms of what you want to teach. Have you ever felt like you've had a calling, a spiritual calling in your life? Do you know what your true divine purpose is? Do you feel like it's your divine, that's why you're here on this earth, this lifetime, to teach English literature? If that's what you feel your divine path is, to reach people through English literature, then that's what you're here for. But right now, you're being forced to hang, right? You're having an aha moment. You may have an aha moment at some point this year, kind of making you see what it is that you truly want. Do you want to bring something spiritual to English literature? Do you want to do something altogether? Do you feel like you have a spiritual calling on your life? Do you feel like you're intuitive? Do you have connection with your higher self? Are your clairs activated? Do you have an interest in reading tarot, or do you feel like you have this passion to go deeper into truths to help people ascend this lifetime? I don't know, but these are the big questions that you're going to be confronted with now. Okay, so either way, yes, you've been overloaded, you've been grinding, and that may not be so great for you. You need to think about your motivations for what you do, and your parents making them happy is great. It's a beautiful thing. But you have to be happy, right? You're here. You're here this lifetime. It's you. It's funny how it's a divine paradox, how it's like, it's only you. It's only you here, right? But yet, at the same time, everyone around you is you. It's because you reflect them. Like, the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all you. All of the connections in your life are your karma to work through. But at the same time, you have to go within. You have to do the work on you, your shadow, your inner child, to discover what it is that you want. If your cup is not full, you can't fill up anybody else's cup. So you're going to do well in your exam. You're going to be called to choose exactly how you want to teach. What kind of teacher do you want to be? And how are you going to bring your divine purpose into that? And that's where I'll leave it for you. I hope that was helpful. Of course, I can never do something quick. That's why I don't do live readings often, because I really care and I want you to understand, and I want to go as deep as possible into the truth for you. But I hope that helped you. Yeah, you're going to do fine on your test. So, on the bottom of the deck, though, you have the Lovers here. I just saw that. You have the Lovers here. So this is about balance, 6 energy, okay? This Lovers energy represents important connections in your life. It could be your parents. It can be a divine partner, a soulmate. On the bottom of the deck, though, there could be some harmonious connection that is going to charge into your world, that's going to shift That's going to be the catalyst to everything in your life, from your career to your divine path and purpose. Okay, oh, this could definitely just be some sort of powerful ascension that you're going to be going through, where you're going to be coming into union with yourself. Okay, so yep. But I really didn't have a major plan, guys, with this message. I just wanted to pop on a little bit for the new moon in Sag. But back to our main message. The energy of Cancer came through. The energy of Cancer came through for somebody. I'm going to get some divine advice and then just see what comes through for you guys. Okay. So my electricity blinked off. I know you guys saw that. It just went off and came back on. There may be power outages throughout this this new moon energy. You're welcome. You're welcome, Gay. It was my pleasure. So my power just went out for a second. That could be significant. Great. That was so weird. Okay. All right. Well, I won't waste any more time trying to connect back to the music I had on my television playing. We'll just go without it. Are you guys still there? Let's see. Okay. For the new moon in Sagittarius, divine guidance. Yeah, the electricity just went out. Like it just flashed off and on. I don't know what happened, but we've had a lot of snow here. Oh, it's back on now. Let's see. Bro. Really? Okay, I'm not worried about that. All right, let's get a quick mess in here before you guys like think I'm lacking or lagging. Let's see. Okay. So some divine guidance for the new moon in Sagittarius. So we have the hand of Fatima. The hand of Fatima. All right, so this is a reading for Sagittarius placements. This could be your energy. This could be the energy of someone you're connected to, or the circumstances. Reading may play out from the perspective of the cross watcher. This is a timeless reading. It's all very general, so take what resonates. Only let the rest go. A lot of energies are coming through. And this is not a gender-specific message. Time and energy are fluid. All right, let's get the main energy of this message for the new moon in Sag. Thank you guys for being here. All right, so we have the hand of Fatima. That's the divine guidance. Let's see what your higher self and angels and your guides want you to know. It's number 43, which reduces to 7. Okay, so very high energy. Okay, Aquarian energy, Uranus energy, the crown chakra energy. Okay, so downloads, channelings, unexpected shifts, unexpected choices. You're about to receive very powerful information, communication. Look at that. You're ready. Number 7. Some of you could have life path 7. Some of you could be born on the 7th. Some of you could be 43 or 34. Okay. The hand of Fatima. I can never leave you, not for a moment, not for an hour. You are in everything I do. You are my everything. My drink is your sweetness. I move to your command. I am a surrendered prey in your hands. And you are my lion. Your soul and my soul are truly one soul. I swear to our soul, I long for no one but you. In the garden of your grace, I am only a germinating sprout. The crown of my blooming is the desire to be in your arms. Take that how it resonates for you. That could be how someone feels about you. That could be how you feel about someone. But I know that this is your higher self speaking to you. Okay, this is the God you. Not you, but it is you. But it's your the higher aspect of you. Letting you know that you're not separate, okay? My hand watches over you. It brings you blessings and comfort, protection and grace. Radiant with divinity am I, and you are my child, my beloved, my angel, and my body too. I shall never leave you. Turn your inner eye to me and see the light of my grace in your heart. You cannot be harmed. You cannot be defiled. You can only ever be what you are, me, alive, radiant, with love. You are giving birth to more spirit than you have ever held before. During such times, a divine midwife can be helpful and supportive. This is Fatima, radiant daughter of the great beloved, who reaches from the skies, who reaches up from within your body, from deep within the earth, and brings you the gift of protection, grace, and love. You are safe. You are held. You are bound within her warmth. She has received your prayers, and she honors your devotion to life, to love, and to growth. She will help you. Ask for her blessings daily. You can use the simple, sacred, honoring ritual to do so if you need guidance on how to pray to her. Remember, when you're praying, you're praying to yourself, to your higher self, you. So you can pray out loud if you want, but you're just talking to yourself. That's why you need to meditate, Either way, you can do it out loud, but just know you're talking to yourself. If you need guidance on how to pray to her, she will help you. But any words from your heart, spoken in authenticity, will suffice, no matter how simple or ornate they may be. She responds to the feeling behind the words, and she responds instantly, beyond time and space. In fact, she has responded even now, perhaps before you even knew she was needed. This oracle brings you the guidance that what is being born in your life right now, in your own consciousness, as a seed, perhaps of a new way of being, a new idea, belief system, philosophy, or sense of self, is going to come to maturity under the loving protection of the Divine Mother. You are also being asked to heed your intuition and instincts. Have some discernment about who you involve yourself with and how you choose to use your time and energy. Allow yourself to feel Fatima's guidance and comfort in you by giving yourself permission to be nurtured through your own choices and the people or situations you say yes or no to in your life. This is a way to honor her presence and allow her to help you, which she wishes to do and always possible. Love is all things you see, dearest angel, and that means saying no can mean saying yes to something greater. So give yourself permission to say your no and yes as dictated by your heart. This oracle also brings you the message that your body is sacred and worth your attention. You do not have to become obsessed. You do not have to push or judge your body, but you can honor him or her as a sacred animal through which your spirit creates soul and expresses itself in this world. This is a truly wonderful and amazing gift, extraordinary, and yet fraught with challenge. The spirit can be powerful sometimes, It can be hesitant too, enough to really engage with the body and come to life. There's a story that the angels sang music to lure the spirits into the body, but used it to its freedom. It was reluctant to experience itself in what looked like rather confining matter. The spirit did not know that Fatima would be initiating the spirit into her mysteries through the body. She was going to be sharing the sensuality of life, the sacredness of love, the deep mystery of life, death, and rebirth, and the wonders of nature. She was going to show the divine could live not only in light, but also in flesh. Fatima holds the wildness of divine feminine wisdom and the sanctity of life. She has great gifts of ecstatic presence, only able to be experienced through the spirit living in the body. She will share this if you allow her to guide you. Once the spirit recognizes this, even just gets a whiff of Fatima's glorious fragrance, the enthusiasm for life ignites, and the wonders of the world experienced through the body become a way to revere the great beloved and turn all of life into a temple of love. This oracle also comes with guidance, giving your body rest, and healing is most beneficial at this time. There are symptoms you are experiencing, anything from fuzzy headedness to tiredness and aches and pains, as well as shifts in the body temperature that seem unbalanced. And these are directly related, if not solely, to the interactions of your spiritual essence with your sacred animal body. These will even out under Fatima's gracious protection, like two housemates learning to live together and enhance each other, rather than distract and annoy each other with their quirks and differences. This settling in process will happen all the more easily when you ask for Fatima's help, your higher self's help as well. This oracle also advises that if you ask for help and protection in any matter, it will be granted. There is no exception to the rule. There is nothing you have done that has made you unworthy of divine intervention, grace, and love. Not one thing, ever. Ask, trust, and receive. Okay? You can do the sacred honoring ritual if you want to, guys. But Fatima, my higher self, God, goddess, universe, whatever you feel comfortable with, who loves me unconditionally, bless me with your hand of protection and your radiant grace. May I love my body and live my divinity in totality. My spirit is my body is my spirit. My spirit is my body is my spirit. Arahuna, Asaduna, wa Asaduna, Arahuna. Arahuna, Asaduna, wa Asaduna, Arahuna. Repeat slowly and carefully 3 times. Then rest if you wish to. When you are ready, you have completed your sacred honoring ritual. So if you guys are still here after that long oracle, I felt like I needed to read the whole thing. Ascension symptoms. Moving through a period, right, with this new moon in Sag, sun in Sag, 28 degrees of Sagittarius conjunct the galactic center, squaring Neptune and Saturn and Pisces. This is a very powerful transit. And I feel like if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like you're kind of waking up from a long 14-year lucid dream, right? Especially if you have, Sagittarius in those late degrees, you've been feeling this completion coming for the past couple of years, okay? And it's hitting hard as we move toward the end of this calendar year and definitely when Neptune and Saturn move into Aries later in January. So it's almost like you're getting smacked by a truck, right? So if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like this integration energy happening, it could be manifesting itself in feeling tired or feeling less creative or feeling more creative or changes in your eating patterns, whatever. Just call on your higher self to help you move through it. You're being also asked to honor your body, dance, move, do the things that honor your body, even though you're getting a lot of cosmic energy that's integrating with you at this time. Okay. So that's the divine guidance. Okay. A lot of cosmic energy, a lot of downloads, integration, and understanding that you have divine grace and protection. Nothing that you've done can ever stop you from that. But again, just like with Gay doing her reading, honoring you, honoring what you want, taking care of you so that you can make the proper choices and have the discernment that you need. Because this new moon, yes, it's about manifesting. Owning your intentions at this time. Okay. What is the energy here for Sagittarius placements for the new moon in Sag? Yeah, it's really important to rest right now. Ascension symptoms, giving yourself a break. If you've been working a lot, if you've been studying a lot, if you've been working on projects, right now you need to really love on yourself. Choose yourself right now. Because you have to be ready for this new beginning. Everything is resetting. So you need a cool down period. Yeah, it's really important to meditate. It's really important to go within. Because when you see the person with the pitcher of water go into the house in the upper room, that's your crown, third eye, because the sun is coming. It's some major enlightenment is coming your way. You're only going to be able to receive what you need in the proper way when you're rested, when you're calm. What else? Hidden truths. I feel like a lot of you may be studying or getting into some, hidden mysteries, whether you're like learning something that you thought you knew or learning it in a new way. You're about to tip the iceberg, or you're about to have a breakthrough. Or something that you are going to discover is going to help you navigate an iceberg. Okay. I feel like someone could be giving up alcohol, right? With your new moon intentions, you could be intending on, you know, letting something go, sacrificing something, giving something up so that you can make room for something new, right? This is how you shift your paradigm, right? You can easily shift your paradigm anytime that you end one thing, right? And replace that thing with something that is beneficial towards you. You intentionally shift your paradigm. It takes 21 days to create a habit, right? It takes 21 days to, you know, end a habit. Something about that. Okay. This came out in reverse, so definitely someone's giving up liquor or coffee or tea, or someone's not drinking enough water. So that's important. That's crucial. So with the new moon in Sag over this weekend, right? And just also understand that this is a time of year that, you know, people get caught up in their traditions. Everyone's energy is flying all over the place. You may get together with family who, you know, and, you know, we all have a karmic family members and, you know, people that we love that we just have boundaries with. So there could be a lot of things going around right now where it's like you are integrating, right? And you may need to call on Fatima, right? Call on your higher self, right? Higher consciousness energies to protect you, because you're trying to protect your energy. You're going through this integration, and then there's all this energy flying out and about, all this uncontrolled energy, right? Uncontrolled emotions, people and entities and energies that they don't know balance, right? They don't know balance, and that's okay. But you have to protect your balance. So make sure you're really hydrated. So yeah, so this is a time where people are celebrating their holidays and their traditions. And this new moon, it comes in on the weekend leading into the winter solstice and the eve of these holidays. So around this time of the year, a lot of people, the emotions are all over the place, right? You could be dealing, people are dealing with depression and financial things. And then you have intuition. So heightened intuition during this weekend. Okay, trust your intuition, your sixth sense, and your dreams. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having some vivid dreams. Very vivid dreams. I had a dream that I was like, did you just see the orb, guys? I had a dream that I was just, I was merging with a horse. Like, and it's more to it than that. But when you have significant dreams like that, especially right now while Neptune is still in Pisces and we're about to move out and we're going into this reset energy and we have all of these galactic energies, the galactic center, and this new moon energy. Trust your intuition. Trust the messages that are coming to you, through you. I feel like many of you are going to be the calm in the storm. Like, I feel like right now, honestly, at this point, I talk about this a lot in my readings. We're moving from a 9-year to a 10-year, which is the year of the wheel, the year of karma, the year of destiny and choices and fate. Most people on a spiritual level has chosen, like, by now. On a soul level, are they service to self or service to others? Are you here to help humanity evolve? Are you here to assist Gaia in her ascension? Or are you here just for service of self? Are you here to steal, kill, and destroy? You're here to manipulate? Are you here to steal the energy of earth angels and chosen ones and those who are here on their path? Period. You know? So most people have chosen what side they're on, but we do have individuals who are just still asleep. Don't like that word, but that are just, they don't know, they need to be jolted, right? So as Fatima reaches out to you, which I feel like this very powerful new moon in Sagittarius at 28 degrees, this is a powerful punch of Sagittarius energy, of Jupiter, okay? Conjunct the galactic center, all right? So this is a lot of divine intervention, cosmic integration. So as your higher self is reaching out to you, there are aspects of you, especially if you are ascending, there are parts of you that are jolting others into awakenings at this time. So, I mean, this is you guys have been feeling it already, but especially over this weekend, at the height of the new moon, over these traditional, quote unquote, holiday periods and times, I feel like your energy is just going to be very potent. So it's going to be jolting people, helping them to awaken. It's also going to be triggering people. Okay? So that's what I'm getting for sure here. All right? So just taking care of yourself, taking time to meditate. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do that. Go in a quiet room. Do the when you do that, you have this frequency that goes up to your pineal, the pineal gland, you know, just complete silence, holding your breath for a few minutes so that you can literally annihilate thoughts. Take time away from your job or your family, go in the bathroom, do some deep breaths, cook, sing, dance, go to sleep, whatever. I love sleeping. I am a very vivid dreamer. So for me, I feel like just sleeping is a form of meditation. So it's no right or wrong way. You find your way. But that's important for this weekend, literally. Okay? Cool down, calm down, cleanse your energy through water or through air, okay? So baths, walking out in the snow barefoot, don't get sick, but just, you know, stepping out for a few seconds or so, it can really invigorate you. That's what I'm hearing. sacrificing something, right? Giving up something that no longer serves you, that you just don't want to do anymore. Replacing it with something that is beneficial to your path. Okay? So you can do maybe a 3-day fast, do a water fast, do a fruit fast, do something that makes space, right? And when you do that, it's going to really open up your clairs, and the messages that are coming in for you right now are going to be very clear. And for some of you, they probably already are really clear. So yeah, that's the energy. You're going to be sparking people over this weekend, okay, or triggering them. But you're going to be prepared, okay? Because again, the hand of Fatima reaches down to you. You are protected. You can call on that grace at any time, okay? And you may feel like you need to call on your higher self over this weekend, okay? Sorry guys if I'm not looking in the chat. Okay, let's see. After my electricity went out, I don't even know if anybody is still here, but it's all good. You guys will probably come back and, you know, get the messages. Rochelle, hey, I'm a Capricorn. Does it cost money to get a reading? You are awesome and your voice is so deliberate. Well, thank you. Well, I'm a Capricorn. My Mercury is in Capricorn, so that makes sense. I talk like a Capricorn. I sometimes think like a Capricorn. I compartmentalize things like a Capricorn. But I mean, I'm a late degree Sagittarius, 28 degrees, literally. The same degrees that this new moon is in. That's what degrees my sun is in Sag. So in a couple more days, I could have been a Capricorn, but there are no mistakes, right? And I mean, you don't discount anything in the universe, right? I don't necessarily believe in cusps, but I don't discount them. Everything matters, right? I know in my soul, I feel that if you are born, no matter what degrees you are, like if you're a late degree Sag, you're a Sag. You're a pure Sag, okay? Born earlier degrees, like the first decan of Sag, it's like a new. It's like you're fresh out the womb in that energy, right? It's new energy. It's fresh. So that energy is going to play itself out differently in Sagittarius, okay? If you're a second decan, then you're at that sweet spot of Sagittarius. It's raw Sagittarius energy, not any more or less raw than the first decan or the third decan. It's just that you're in that center, right? It's like you're a teenager. You're in it. You're experiencing it, and you're no longer like fresh and new, but you're in it. That second decan Sagittarius energy. And then at the late degree, you're just at its full power. It's because you experienced the newness of Sag, the middle, and the very end. So at the end of any late degrees of any sign, it's its fullest power. It's experienced it all. Okay? Now, when you talk about cusps, they do matter. I don't necessarily believe in them, but I don't discount them. If you're a late degree Sag, that just means that, for me, 28 degrees of Sag, I'm pure Sag. But I can embody the energy, that earth energy, a little easier than, say, a first decan Sag, right? So being a cusper, like being on the cusp or being very close to the cusp of Capricorn just means that I can kind of ease into that energy of Capricorn a little easier than, say, maybe a first decan Sagittarius, because that earth energy is right there, right? So a person that with late degree Sag may feel that they can ease into that energy of Capricorn a little easier. So they may have some of those Capricorn tendencies to be more assertive or in control or delegators. You know, they can move into that earthy energy a little bit easier than a first decan Sag. But yes, Rochelle, my Mercury's in Sag. So Mercury is communication. It's how you think. It's how you write. Okay. It's how you communicate. So when you said that I am deliberate with how my voice is, that could make sense. Although I have a stellium in Sagittarius, I very much feel, and also having Capricorn in my third house, it really affects my communication. Mercury in Capricorn in the third house. I'm going to be deliberate with how I communicate. I like to understand what I'm saying before I say it. I do, so other people can understand it. Even though I was very close to having my Mercury in Sag, would make me someone who would make me someone who would talk a lot faster. And Mercury and Sag people, they literally, what comes to their brain, they make great rappers or great communicators, like improv. Like what comes to their brain, they can easily share it, and they understand complex information. They don't have to decipher through it or compartmentalize it first. They just, when it comes to the brain, they get a lot of downloads. They can share it quickly. Mercury and Sag. So I was almost a Mercury and Sag. I'm a Mercury in Capricorn. So it's funny how sometimes I get a lot of things in my head and I feel almost confused because the Jupiter and the Sag energy is so much up there, but having Mercury in Capricorn, it's like I have to slow it down. And sometimes it can make my communication sound a little choppy because it's more that wants to come out, but I compartmentalize it the best I can. But sometimes the Sag energy takes over as well. But thank you for that comment. Zay, you saw the orb? Cool. Okay, so I was talking just now and the Magician and the Ace of Swords came out. So we were talking about communication and Mercury and Sag and Mercury and Capricorn. That came up for a reason. So I just feel like communication could be something that is important, that is relevant during this new moon in Sag over this weekend. You know, again, how you're communicating with others, how they're taking your communication, you know, being mindful of what you say, listening to respond. Maybe you may not need to listen to respond. Maybe it's calling for you to speak up and say what you mean and say what you feel. Okay? Because I was talking about Mercury and Sag. I mean, that is this energy here. That's kind of the energy. Speaking your truth, right? This is the energy of a master communicator, someone who is literally like a magician with words. Like, or again, this could represent manifesting some higher truths, powerful downloads, like as above, so below. I feel like someone here is going to be getting everything that they asked for from God, getting everything that they asked for from their higher self, from the great mother. Because the magician in the upright position with the Ace of Swords is a divine blessing of the truth, of clarity. If you've been seeking a deeper understanding of who you are or why you're here, or your level of understanding or your power or your gifts, the divine is saying you don't have to question that. You're more than capable. You're highly intelligent. Your voice needs to be heard. Your truth needs to be heard. You have the skill level it takes to master this test, to get this position. You have everything at your disposal to get what you want, to reach this goal, to receive what you've been manifesting here. What is the magician and the Ace of Swords about? The Empress. You're manifesting something here. Divine feminine energy, earth angel, a business, a child. There are some truths about a mother and a child. You're going to find out something important about your business, or you're going to discover that you have more skill than you thought you did in order to manifest this situation or this Empress. You are the Empress, or you're moving toward this Empress. The doors of communication are opening up. There's someone here that is very divine, very balanced, fruitful, and beautiful soul, beautiful essence. Okay, and you can be male or female here. But there's an Empress energy. There's a divine feminine energy here. That could be you, or that could be someone that's coming toward you. With the sword here and the Empress, I'm getting something here about some sort of cosmetic procedure, maybe, as well. Somebody's mother could be getting some sort of cosmetic procedure. Maybe someone's treating their mother to some sort of cosmetic procedure for the holidays or something like that. But anyway, we're taking it back up. So you're more powerful than you know. And someone has been manifesting. Someone's been trying to manifest some communication with you, or you them. King of Cups. There's a King of Cups here. In the beginning of the reading, I had the cards that I was spinning around to give me an idea of like the energy, and it was Cancer. There's a Cancer of significance here. You are the Cancer, or they are the Cancer. I feel like there's been someone definitely trying to manifest communicating with you, and it could be happening over this weekend with this new moon. Okay, this King of Cups could be someone that you walked away from in the past, or someone could have walked away from something that was holding them back from you, or holding them back from communicating with you. A King of Cups. There's love here, or there's some sort of emotion that's been choked back. There's some type of love here that's been choked back by this King of Cups. But under the King of Cups is the Ten of Cups here. So this could be a divine connection, or this could definitely be someone who, or something that is it's full, it's very abundant. That's connected to communication and a new cycle. Who is the King of Cups for this new moon in Sag? King of Coin and the Five of Cups. Scorpio, earth energy. Somebody who has a lot of regrets about something that they didn't give you, something that they couldn't do. Someone regrets not investing in you. This could be a lover. This could be someone from your past. This could be someone, again, who was choked up, I don't know, emotionally. Someone that could not give emotionally. They're the King of Cups now. And again, I feel like there's someone who has been, or you, take it how it resonates, heavily manifesting some sort of communication. Or someone could work in communications. Someone has their eye on you. I don't know. The Empress is in the center of the reading. So someone is very abundant. Someone is very a leader. Someone's very valued, very Venusian energy here, divine feminine energy. And I feel like there's someone that's been manifesting some sort of communication with the Empress. Or someone wants to bring a birth in something new here. This could all be you. Again, the King of Cups could represent you being choked up, right? This King of Cups has chain around their neck. So this could represent like something going on with the throat chakra, not expressing, not sharing, speaking your truth, something like that, around something that you created. And what this new moon is doing is bringing in some sort of high frequency downloads from your higher self or your angels or your guides to help you push this baby out, right? Metaphorically speaking. It could be literal. To push this baby out so that you can share this manifestation with the world. That's for some of you, right? Maybe there's been some sort of regrets around lack or how you seen your gifts or something like that. For many of you, I do feel like this could be someone that's been heavily working through something emotional, where they couldn't speak or they couldn't emote, and they've been manifesting some sort of communication with you, and they have heavy regrets around what they didn't invest in, which could be you, what they didn't give to the situation. Someone, again, if you tie it all together, could be giving up something that they used before as a way of drowning out something, and they're coming into a certain truth because they've been going within through meditation or something. Someone's going to be trusting their intuition, all right? And their intuition is leading them possibly to you, or this could be you being led to someone else, to help someone else, to help a collective, something like that. So the King of Cups is this King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, could have, should have, would have. And now it's time. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing, destiny, fate. This is a fated point here. This new moon in Sag. Galactic roll call, Jupiter, and the Four of Wands. Wow. I feel like this is like a powerful energy of a promise being fulfilled. The time is now. $1111, something of a spiritual partnership. This is definitely something like coming into balance within yourself, because the clock is burning. That's like the annihilation of duality. So if this is not something that you're coming to understand about yourself that's going to be taking you higher, then this could definitely be you coming together with another, okay, as part of your destiny. Ace of Pentacles. All right, so this new moon in Sag is going to be bringing in some gifts. It's going to be pushing things forward. Ace of Cups speaks about ideas, profitable ideas, surprises, gifts, promotions, forward movement, something that was delayed, no longer being delayed. Wow. And then the Judgment. So this was meant for you all along. Whatever is happening here was meant for you all along with the Judgment card. I feel like there's going to be some witnesses here. Strength card, 10 of Wands. So another Sagittarius possibly. Yeah, there's someone here that has been through a lot, overcome a lot with the Strength card and the 10 of Wands. It all comes back to this. It all comes back to this. It's always going to come right back to this. All right, so I feel like there is someone that wants to win. There's someone that wants something to be successful when it comes to you, or you want something to be successful here. Anything else about the situation before we close? What is the outcome in the situation? Started out with this card, the 8 of Cups, and we're ending with this card. Something is moving forward, but maybe not in the way that you would expect it to. It's the end of an emotional period or some sort of emotional discontent. Leaving it all behind. There could be something here that's connected to a Pisces. Maybe there's going to be closure. There's going to be some sort of communication that's going to be bringing closure. There's a lot that hasn't been said that needs to be said, okay? And this new moon in Sag is bringing it all out. Is a lot of communication. So I feel like there's someone from your past that could be coming forward, changed, healed, wanting to talk, wanting to share, wanting to invest with you. The Empress, again, someone's been manifesting some sort of communication. This communication may not go the way they planned it. This could be closure. It could be more. I see the 4 of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like this is destined, this communication. I'm feeling this could be a lot of different scenarios. I'm hearing good news surrounding a business, good news surrounding a mother, a divine feminine energy, a birth, a child, a rebirth, something from the womb, something about the essence, something starting fresh, the moon and Venus. Someone here definitely can have the moon in Taurus or Libra, or again, Venusian energy connected with the new moon in Sag. Someone sees you as divine. Someone feel like it's divine timing here to fulfill a promise. This could be, again, someone you're connected to. This could be a higher consciousness being that is coming through here, like the hand of Fatima, because you've completed a cycle. Your strength is valued in the higher realms. And that's why this judgment energy here, this is, the judgment energy is like a yes. It's like you're reaping what you sow. I don't even think some of you know just how valued your energy is. And how much karma you actually have stored up that is about to pour down on you. The amount of love that it's about to pour down over your existence by this King of Cups, this King of Pentacles. There's someone's done a lot of healing and they're ready to communicate with the Empress, or you're ready to communicate with the Empress, or the Empress is ready to communicate with you. There's going to be some sort of conversation that's going to lead to healing and closure for this new chapter. That's why we said, listen to respond. Listen to, you're going to be sparking people and you may be triggering some other people. I don't know. But again, I feel like someone has sacrificed something or they've given up something to make room for something else. Like there's been healing and there needs to be communication. Okay. And I feel like that's coming with the Empress here. What is the communication going to be about? Some sort of cultivation. Number 25 reduces to 7. Again, we're in the 7 energy. So what is the communication going to be about? This could be someone that's coming through life path 7, born on the 7th, 7 energy. It's something to do with the crown, something to do with crowning you, something to do with royalty, something to do with meeting of minds, gaining, someone that's gained some sort of enlightenment here and they want to share it with you. Wisdom has been gained. Someone has went through a rebirth or a death process and they want to share that with you. What else is this conversation going to be about? Someone wants to go back to the beginning. This conversation is going to be about taking it back or evolving something, growing something, starting over, a do-over. But we don't do over. We learn, we evolve, and we spiral up. But there's something about the origin, okay? Why something started, why something is the way it is. This is what this conversation is going to be about. Again, this could be very cosmic. This could be all very cosmic energy that's being downloaded into you about your origin, okay? Number 22. That's a master number. Someone's life path could be number 22. This is going to be about timing, the origins of time, scheduling, what's being scheduled. Someone may want to talk about how they wasted time. Someone wants to talk to you about how they wasted time, how so much time is being wasted, or maybe someone wasted a lot of time trying to manipulate or trying to schedule something. I don't know, trying to interfere with time. Someone didn't want to hear the truth. Someone didn't hear the truth before. They want to tell you that they wasted a lot of time. They wasted a lot of time. They wasted time. They didn't hear it before, but they hear it now. Someone wants to talk to you about how they went through a lot of suffering. A lot of suffering in the shadows. I feel like someone here, there's an energy here that really has done a lot of work. They have awakened, or they have been through the shadows. Okay? They went into the dark and they've gained a new perspective. So this is going to be a weekend of a lot of hidden truths coming out. Could be some healing. But again, you may have to call on your higher self, right? For protection, for discernment. Whether you are the one that's reaching out to share about your evolution or your healing or your whatever, or you're the one that someone's coming to discuss this energy. And again, for some of you, this is all your path. You've been through a period of suffering. You've been through a dark night of the soul. You've gained perspective. You've been straddling worlds. You've been going within. You've gained some hidden insight and truths. Your God self is downloading and integrating with you. And you're going to be going through ascension symptoms and things like that, preparing you for some sort of initiation. But you have to be naked. You have to let go of all the stuff from the past, right? All the 5 of Cups energy. You have to let go of the regrets so that you can get all of that you deserve, that the universe wants to invest in you. Okay? But again, I do feel like there's someone that's really wanting to communicate all they've been through. They've gained a new perspective. They wasted a lot of time. They didn't hear it before. They didn't hear the truth. They didn't see it. Something like that. But now they do. Someone was with the wrong crew or the wrong group or something like that. Let's get a couple final cards. What else do they want to share with you when they do come through? Someone, has had a lack of sleep and they've been under a lot of pressure. Sleepless nights. Someone had to go through a lot of emotions to, to purge them. Fury, rage, stress, nightmares. They wasted a lot of time. They didn't hear. I feel like someone has been through a dark night of the soul. Someone has done some healing. But now they're okay. This is going to be an interesting weekend. An interesting new moon in Sag. But I can go on and on and on. But I think I'm about to end it. What else do they want to say? Can you come over? Someone wants you to come over. They want to be in your presence. They want to be near you. They want to feel you. They want to feel your energy. They want to talk to you. Use your discernment. Over the holiday weekend. Maybe some of you guys are like me, right? Your solar return is coming up. Mine is on the 20th. Mine is, maybe someone wants to get together with you, like on your birthday or something like that. Use your discernment. I feel all the things you don't say. Affirmative. Someone wants to affirm something. What else do they want to say? I can't believe you don't care. I don't know your situation, but someone refuses to believe that you don't care, or somebody wants to see if you care. They want to affirm and that you don't care or something like that. They want to be sure. Maybe someone is healed. They just need to have a conversation. They just need to express. They need to communicate. They want closure. It's not your responsibility to give someone else closure, just so you know. But this is what is coming through. And if you're willing to give someone closure, then that's fine. But it's not your responsibility to do that. Maybe this closure is what is holding you back, even if it's just a conversation, from something really high coming in for you. So that may be something that you need to do. Someone wants to tell you that you are their destiny. Someone wants to, again, speak about how they took but never gave anything in return. Maybe there's something about their past that they had to overcome that's connected to a feminine energy. That was a succubus. I don't know. It says no hard feelings, right? Someone just wants to clear the air. What else do they want to say? green-eyed monster. Could be some jealousy issues, or someone could be jealous or envious. Someone that they were connected to was very jealous and envious of you, and you know, blah 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 blah. Everybody's responsible for their own energy, their own choices. Again, for some of you, you have an energy vampire. There's someone that's just, for some of you, you have someone that's evolved, that's been through an awakening, that's been through a dark night of the soul, that's actually doing the work, that wants to communicate, that may want to get back with you, that may want a reunion. And for some of you, you have a whole energy vampire. It's someone that's just been trying to manifest communicating with you, trying to get back in your energy, trying to steal your energy. They need your energy. They're desperate for your energy. They're trying to get back in. They could have an entity attached to them. So some of you just need to be mindful. And just by staying on path and using your discernment, you may need to call on Fatima, on your higher self, for protection, and also just standing your ground. You may not even need protection. You already know what you don't want, and by standing in your will, you're manifesting a real magician your way. Someone that is in the Magician and the Ace of Swords energy, like Archangel Michael energy, that's coming in to support you, to partner with you, whatever the case may be. But this is not it. This is not it. So don't get confused, okay? But there is someone, whether you want to be with them or not, that wants to come and share some truth with you. They want to come and tell you how they didn't invest in you. They've been on a journey. They want to share with you about energies they were connected with. They didn't hear you. They were stubborn. They wasted time. They've been through a dark night of the soul. You are their destiny. Take it how you will. Use it as closure. Because at the end of the day, no matter whether you're getting back with this individual, whether you're on the same frequency at this point, either way, having some sort of conversation is going to free you up to what is meant for you right now. Okay? There's someone that's going through a lot of karma right now. Probably for trying to steal your destiny. Wow, someone's going through a lot of karma right now for trying to steal your destiny, probably. This is the one that's kind of like craving your energy right now. They've been doing things to block your abundance, but they realize now that they can't do that. They can't. It's impossible. And someone keeps asking, no hard feelings, right? This time it's in reverse. I don't know. You've mastered your feelings. So someone is just lost. Or they lost you. I don't know. Any final cards? Potential outcome here to end the message. What can Sagittarius placements expect over this new moon in Sagittarius over the next few days, over these very energetically charged traditional holidays and things that are going on? You'd expect some happiness. Number 6, balance. Again, some energy surrounding a divine connection. 6 is the energy of the lovers. All right, it's just so happened that in this picture that there's a Christmas tree, okay? There's something here about claws, Santa Claus. We all know that colostrum is like a secretion. It's like the golden energy of the milk that is used to nurture the child. Colostrum. So there's something about, that's the true gift that comes down from the mother into the child. Again, that it could be symbolic of some higher divine energy coming into you so that you can give gifts to to others who need it, to the universe, to the earth. You are the gift, possibly. But anyway, over this weekend and leading into these days that people celebrate with their traditions, it says you can expect happiness. Happiness from an unexpected source. The best friend you have will help you. And someone could be attending a wedding, okay? A wedding sooner than you expect, or some sort of commitment, higher level of commitment to yourself, to another. What else could they expect with this new moon in Sag? We have business, okay? So something could be prospering in business. Number 11. So again, whether it's business or love, it's some sort of partnership. Okay, but it says business here. A business, well, this is a business disappointment unless you proceed cautiously. So you're needing to proceed cautiously in anything that regard to contract, okay? Like I told you, use your discernment, because there's someone that just needs your energy or wants to use what you have but not give anything in return. It also says you will sell something and get a good price for it. All right. And something about not being pessimistic. Okay. Most of my Sagittarius placements, you guys are known for your optimism. Okay. Sometimes it could be over optimistic. Okay. But, yeah. Business, number 11, number 6. So there could definitely be some sort of justice that's coming your way in regards to a business deal or a contract. The other card you got is legacy, okay? So something's being solidified in terms of your legacy, something that you own, something that's yours, something that's protected, okay? Your legacy is protected. Number 1, this is all about you. Whatever is taking place for you during this period of this new moon, it's all about you. Okay, it's all about your legacy, documents, papers, possibly a will, communication about money matters. What did I say? Someone regret heavily not investing in you. So that could be something to do with work, love, whatever. Take it how it will, how you will. Take it how it resonates. And then it says some legal tangle will be unraveled. And on the bottom of the deck, we have a widow. So this could be has something to do with an ex-wife or some woman from the past or some feminine energy from the past. That could have it, in for you. It says this feminine energy or woman, dark woman, is trying to get you into trouble. Now, that could be anything. That could be spreading lies, secrets, getting you tangled up in a contract. Okay? Doing some sort of dark magic, whatever. And then it says a widow, not averse to marrying again. And a friend is false, but keep your own counsel. All right. And divine advice. Any words of advice for Sagittarius placements? Might need a reading, queen. Truth is, I don't understand it, but listening. Okay. Well, those that have eyes to see will see. Those who have ears to hear will hear. What's meant for you is meant for you. And trust in the process. A lot of times things sound like parables and unless it's meant for you. So take it how you will. All right. Divine advice for Sagittarius placements. We have freedom. Freedom means living as you choose, with your wings and heart open, able to direct your reality as you want. The quest for freedom seems innate. You may picture freedom in its more extreme guises, but when we truly feel free, our lifestyles may not change drastically. Limitation can be a state of mind. The only change may be choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. A shift of perspective can help bring lightness and choice. In the bigger picture, what does freedom look like to you? If you are feeling stifled, it is up to you to make a change. Earth Star Chakra. This is all the chakra that's below your root, okay? That connects you to the inner earth, that connects you and grounds you, okay? To the crystalline grid of the earth. Some of you are being initiated at this time, okay? So it says, you are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprint of who and what you are. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine in the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply into the earth. So right now they're saying, especially with this new moon in Sagittarius connected to the galactic center, that you're going to feel maybe a little ungrounded, right? Ascension symptoms that you need to ground yourself, connect to the earth, okay? Do whatever you can do to ground yourself because you're going to be getting a lot of high frequency downloads, okay? So just stay grounded, okay? Do meditations that envisioning yourself connecting to the earth star chakra. Call on Archangel Sandalphon on the vertical plane to help connect you to the earth, okay? To the deepest layers of inner earth, okay? Some of you could be connected to ancient Lemuria. But anyway, that's for some of you. We have, oh gosh, I didn't know this many came out. We have earth, nurture, and nature. No one can hold you the way nature can. Mama Nature is a powerful healer and transmuter of dense energies. She takes in your out breath and can transform your woes if you can allow yourself to surrender. To lie in her grassy arms or to be embraced by her branches, all experiences, those categorized as good or bad, are part of the natural cycle that allows for the continuation of life. Trying to suppress or control will only bring you out of harmony. Nature is all around you. Notice her. When you feel like no one else can hold you, she can. All right. We have water, the overflow. The being in the picture has many hands, and yet water falls through her fingers. It blesses her in the moments. It touches her radiant skin and continues on its journey. Her heart is also overflowing with love. Her eyes are filled with tears. She gracefully allows what comes through to move her without control. Aligned with purpose, she is overjoyed to give from the limitless place, and she radiates so much light into the world. Give more from a place of overflow than obligation. Even when we think we have nothing to give, Coming from a mindset of overflow creates more of what we want. Sometimes you don't even know why you're giving or why you're doing what you're doing. When you just let go and allow, again, Neptune and Pisces, to allow that energy to just be, you never know who you're touching. You never know what you're giving. You never know who needs something from you. So again, you guys are going to find yourself in that state with this new moon in Sagittarius, conjunct the galactic center, squaring Neptune and Saturn. I happen to have Neptune in my first house. And I have Neptune in Sagittarius in my chart. So knowing where these planets lie in your chart can really help you maneuver through this energy. But all that being said is that you're going to be in a position to surrender to the universe, to the Great Mother, to have those downloads come into you, because you're going to be in positions to spark people during this time, to spark people into awakening, to spark people into inspiration, and you may trigger other people too. That's why you are going to be needing to ground yourself, okay? But just being in that overflow is going to bless you, is going to bring in this karma, good karma for you, because what you're receiving, you're giving back, even if you don't really know it, right? Someone could be watching this message and may think, I'm not getting anything out of this, you know, but there's someone who's getting everything out of it. The Great Mother sees. It's about intent. So, and the last card is the sacral chakra. Again, creativity, orange, the core of creation. Revel in the present moment and feel deeply into your senses. The sensuality of being alive. What do we say about the Fatima card, right? About my body is my spirit and my spirit is my body. Honoring your body. Doing whatever it takes to connect with the universe. Your own way of meditating, whether that's dancing, whether that's singing, moving, whatever. Now is the time to do that. The sensuality of being alive, the breeze on your skin, the scent of damp earth, the feeling of aligning perfectly into the temple you call your body. This card is about diving into the depths of the present moment where all your faculties are available for divine creation. Nothing is left in the past or caught up in the future. All of who you are unites in a moment of ecstatic conception. Let yourself drop into passion, intimacy, and loving connection with whatever you are birthing into the world and with whomever you have chosen to co-create. I feel like there's something really powerful coming in for you. Definitely some communication. I feel like a powerful union is on the precipice of your world, okay? Whether that union is with yourself or with another. It's divine and it's absolutely magnificent, okay? So, final message to end this reading. Communication, call records, instant messaging. Definitely going to be some communication, whether it's divine communication coming down, Mercury and Sag, that Mercury and Aquarius energy, right? Higher frequency beings energy, or whether this is just someone coming in to communicate with you about their journey, about their awakening, about tying up loose ends, about closure, moving forward so that you can have what's meant for you to come in, clearing out a space so that you can have true connection, messages, and letting go of what no longer serves you to let room for new, right? We're shifting our paradigms. We're letting go. It takes 21 days to form a habit, to break a habit. right? This may be a need to do a detox, a need to do a fast, letting go, purging, right? That's what's going to bring in this divine abundance in the form of clear sentience, clear audience, clear cognizance, whatever it is. This is some sort of divine communication through your dreams. Or again, this is just, it's time for someone to come in and communicate with you to take something to the next level. Okay, this is your destiny. This is your justice. This is divine timing. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful to you. Okay, it's galactic roll call. Are you ready? Are you front and center? Listen, I hope this was helpful to you guys. Keep your vibration high now more than ever. Spread love wherever you go, guys, and know that even in the darkest and coldest night of December, remember that you'll be fine. There's nothing that can stop what's truly divine. All right. I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys all so much for being here, for tuning into you, for letting me reflect your truth back to you, to confirm things that you already knew. Okay. Thank you guys for wishing me a happy solar return on my born day, December 20th. Happy winter solstice to each and every one of you. Stay in your power. Sending you all peace and love and all things beautiful, full of abundance. Okay, if I don't see you guys before the end of this calendar year, we're still in it to win it. We're all December warriors. Okay, it's always darkest before the dawn, and no matter what, we keep our sword high. We seek the truth. We speak the truth. We are love. We are one. All right, guys, I love you. Until next time.